Hey there and welcome back. So there are times when you may need something quickly, and that certain something that you need isn't something that should be out on display. Now YouTube gets a little funny around this subject, so I might speak in code, but I'm pretty sure you can figure out what I'm talking about. Today I'm going to build something to hide a tool in plain sight. This will be a coat rack, a shelf, a display piece. Within that piece is something pretty neat. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, I'm going to start with this 8/4 mahogany that I've got here. This will be used to actually hold the pew-pew. I'm going to cut this in half, joint one of the edges, and get the two pieces glued together. All right, I'm gonna get this thing glued together. All right, I'm gonna let that go for a few hours and we'll get back to it. So off camera, I squared this thing up, got to cut the size. I also flattened it on both sides using the CNC. Now I'm going to carve the pocket for the, the thing.
Go, you know the thing.
This will take a few passes. I'm going to cut out a 1-inch pocket first and see how it fits, see what adjustments I have to make, and then I'll have to put pockets in there for magnets. Let's get this going. All right, I've got this carved down to 1 inch. I'm about to be either really happy or really angry. This 8/4 mahogany is not cheap.
More money, more money, more money.
Oh yeah, like a glove. All right, I've got a longer end mill in there. Now things can go catastrophically wrong when you're trying to carve so deep. So I'm gonna take it slow. I'm definitely a little nervous here. Let's get this going. All right, now I'm going to cut the bottom piece of the frame. The part that holds the is 34.5, so I'm gonna make this 35.5 so it will fit into the side pieces that I'll also be making here directly. The finished size of this is gonna be 5 inches wide. I'm gonna cut it to 6 inches now and cut it to its final size after it's been milled down. I've got this planed down to 3/4 of an inch thick. So now I'm gonna cut it to its final size. All right, now that this piece is ready to go, I'm gonna start working on the sides. All right, so each side piece is going to be 18 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these pieces a little over 18 inches each, get them milled up, and then get them over to the CNC to be cut. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do on the CNC here is run a groove right about here, I think, where the bottom shelf will set in. So I'm going to do this on both of the boards I have. All right, now I've got the piece flipped over. I'm going to do a simple profile pass with a V-bit, and then it's going to cut out. So I got this thing sanded up to 180, which I think is more than enough. Now I'm going to glue together the components that I have so far. A lot of different things to glue here. Out of all the glue ups I've ever done, that was the dumbest and most poorly thought out one I've ever done.
Idiot!
I'm praying everything's square and it's gonna work out all right, but my confidence level just dropped a lot.
Idiot!
We'll get this thing out of the clamps now and get this area cleaned up a little bit, see what we're working with. I think with some sanding, this is gonna be all right. I did check this for square and we're square, so now I'm going to start working on the front piece here. This will be obviously the main focal point. All right, I'm gonna get this milled down. This will be used for the frame for the front. Okay, now before I can assemble the frame, I'm going to run a rabbiting bit along the inside of the frame so the centerpiece that I've yet to make will inset in there. Unlike my last glue up, I'm actually thinking this one through. I wanted to make sure I had a clamp that was big enough for the corners. I think we're in good shape, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing glued up. All right, while that's curing, I'm gonna think about what in the world I'm gonna do in this middle part. All right, I just milled down some maple and some sapele. I might get these pieces taped together, get them over to the bandsaw. These two pieces will be woven together. It's been a couple hours. I'm gonna bust this out of the clamps, mill them back down, and we'll get it back over the bandsaw. chose this darker piece for the center section. I just think it'll look a little better. This first tool path here will create a frame around the middle, which will be the visible part, and leave a little lip that'll get glued into the frame that we made earlier. All right, now I'm going to try something I've never done before. CNC is going to create a textured tool path. So the entire top here will be textured. I've never done this before, but we're going to give it a go. I think this is going to take forever though. Well, I was right. It did take forever. It was almost 3 hours of carving, but I mean, come on, that looks awesome. Very pleased with this. Now I'm going to get it glued into the frame. While I'm waiting for that to finish curing, I went ahead and milled down a piece for this part where the coat hooks will go. Let's go ahead and get this installed. I'm going to use a combination of glue and pocket hole screws. That looks awesome. All right, good. We're still in good shape. In what may be a costly decision, I think I'm going to attach this front piece to the top and have the entire thing open. That's my plan currently.
Great success.
I am waiting for some hydraulic lid supports. So until they come, there's not a whole lot I can do. However, I did laser this little sign here to put right there. I'll make sure it fits. All right, I'm going to leave that weight on there while it dries. Hopefully those lift supports will be here shortly. I've wasted literal days thinking of things, ordering them, trying to attach them, screwing lots of holes in here. None of it's worked. This came extremely close, but it was about 1/8 of an inch too short. So I don't have any more time to waste on this. So my solution, temporary or not, I 3D printed these little hinges. I will attach these, and as the door opens, it will hopefully catch on to something right about there and hold the lid up. That's my hope for this. We're gonna find out if it works right now. If this doesn't work, I might actually lose it this time. Okay, it holds. That's a good start. All right, we're good. All right, so I've got 5 of these little coat hooks here. I'm going to work on getting these installed now. Hopefully I have my placement worked out correctly. Hard to tell. So this thing's about ready for finish, but I gotta come up with a way to hang it, and I think I'm going to use a French cleat system. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a 45-degree angle on at least one of these pieces. We'll take it from there. One side will be mounted to the cabinet, like so. This part will be mounted to the wall, and they will lock into place. It spreads the weight out evenly. It's great for hanging heavy stuff. At last, the time has come to get some finish on this. I'm gonna be using Rubio Monocoat, and although it's called Monocoat, it usually takes more than one. I'm hoping I have enough. I 3D printed myself some measuring cups. My wife was getting pretty mad I was using all of hers. All right, gang, I'm gonna give that a while to soak in. That's gonna wrap this thing up.